Good morning. Odelike Mufin for reporting for Wisdom Yard Television. NYSC is one of the best schemes introduced by military Atahiru Jega. Naira begins no week on negative notes. Ngige condemns bill seeking to restrict Nigerian doctors from moving abroad. EFCC might visit you soon. Dankwambo tells outgoing governors. Rainstorm destroys houses in Lagos and Ogun states. A former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Atahiru Jega, says the National Youth Service Corps is one of the best schemes introduced by the military and should be sustained. Jega said this on Monday in Abuja while delivering the 50th anniversary lecture of the NYSC with the theme NYSC 5 Decades of Fostering National Unity and Development. According to him, there is no doubt that the NYSC has substantially achieved the objectives for which it was established. He said certainly there have been a lot of accomplishments in the area of national integration and national building. The young men and women have contributed to the Nigerian economy as professionals who have just graduated from universities or tertiary institutions and who are providing cheap labor and national service. Similarly, in community development, in education and in health, especially in the rural areas and through their participation in national elections. Jega said that he was instrumental to the fostering of relationship between INEC and NYSC to ensure greater involvement and participation of youth corps members in electoral processes. He, however, said to sustain the scheme and reposition it for optimal performances, its challenges must also be addressed. He listed the challenges to include dwindling resources and minimal enrollment of participants and the need to target the energy of the youth towards national development. Jega therefore urged the government at all levels to ensure there is adequate security for youth corps members, ensure the lives of members and increase funding for the scheme. The Naira depreciated against the dollar on Monday, exchanging for 464 Naira at the investors and exporters window. The rate represented a decrease of 0.36% when compared to the 462.33 it exchanged at the close of business on May 12, 2023. The open indicative rate closed at 463 Naira 50 kobo to the dollar on Monday. A spot exchange rate of 467 Naira was used for trading within the day before it settled at 464 Naira. With interest, commission banks profits unaffected by Naira crisis, spot exchange rate was determined instantly. The Naira sold for as low as 460 Naira to the dollar within the day's trading. A total turnover of $55.10 million was traded at the official investors and exporters window. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, has criticized the bill seeking to control the migration of Nigerian doctors abroad for medical practice. The bill, which is still before the National Assembly, has met with resistance from the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, which threatens to embark on a 5-day warning strike if the bill is passed. The bill seeks to mandate Nigerian trained medical or dental practitioners to practice in Nigeria for a minimum of 5 years before being granted a full license by the council. Ngige has said that the bill runs contrary to extant labor laws. He further emphasized that nobody can say that they will not get a practicing license until after 5 years. Resident doctors are those who have that full license and they want to acquire postgraduate specialty, and the specialty is known like surgeons, gynecologists, obstetricians, pediatricians, internal medicine or family medicine, so they are doctors in training. The bill in National Assembly cannot stop anybody from getting a full license. That bill is a private member's bill. That document by Chris, as far as I am concerned, is not workable. I don't support it and I will never support it. Like I said before, it is lightning a fly with a sledgehammer. They should think of other ways. If they are trying to check brain drain, there should be other ways. On the issue of the planned warning strike by NARD, Chris Ngige said it is not necessary since the government is already engaged with the Nigerian Medical Association, the umbrella body of NARD. A former Senate President, Bukola Saraki, has advised outgoing governors to abstain from interfering in the governance of the state as they prepare to leave office later this month. This is as the former Gombe State Governor Ibrahim Dankwambo told outgoing governors to be prepared for the visits of such institutions like the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, we may ask some questions that need answers. Saraki and Dankwambo and others spoke on Sunday night at the farewell dinner for outgoing governors held at the Transcorp Hilton in Abuja. They spoke to the outgoing governors on how to prepare for life after office. Saraki, a former governor of Kwara State, urged the 18 outgoing governors to make necessary adjustments to play their roles in national development. The former Senate president also enjoined the newly elected governors to start planning their exits from day one, even as they harped on the significance of self-challenge for development. Taking the floor, Dankwambo recalled the difficulty of transitioning from office to out of it, narrating how an unnamed former governor who had a flight to catch to Benin City kept sitting and sipping coffee in the departure lounge of a Nigerian airport, not knowing that the plane had taken off. The incident, which drew a thunderous laughter from the audience, according to Dankwambo, happened because the former governor, as usual, was waiting for his aides to remind him of boarding time. He therefore urged outgoing governors to bear with the pressure or friction likely to occur between them and their successors. The National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA) has confirmed that no fewer than 336 families and 228 buildings were affected by wind and rainstorms that wreaked havoc in various communities in Lagos State on May 15, 2023. Ibrahim Farinloye, the Lagos coordinator of NEMA, while confirming the development in a statement on Monday, said no casualty or fatality was recorded during the rainstorm. He, however, urged members of the public to exercise restraint on their activities, especially during working hours. Children must not be allowed to play outside or sent on an errand hours before rainfall. School authorities must be protective and train the children to hide under their furniture to protect them from the effects of falling objects. We must avoid taking refuge under temporary structures and trees, he added. Meanwhile, in the Arepa community of the Obafemi, the local government area of Ogun State, landlords, residents, and business owners have been thrown into confusion after a rainstorm destroyed roofs of structures, including shopping complexes, a school, a church, and a petrol station in the community. It was also gathered that the roofs of the factories of some companies located opposite Arepo along the Lagos to Ibadan Expressway were also damaged by the rainstorms that started around 2 a.m. on Monday. The headlines again. NYSC is one of the best schemes introduced by military at Tairu Jega. Naira begins new week on negative notes. Ngige condemns bill seeking to restrict Nigerian doctors from moving abroad. EFCC might visit you soon, Dankwambo tells outgoing governors. Rainstorm destroys houses in Lagos and Ogun States. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Odelike Mufinfolua.